Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Round 2 YouTube channel. This is our product spotlight for May 2023. We're going to run through all the product that we got coming out this month, and there's a lot of stuff in all of our categories. So we have new releases for mini metals, model railroading in both HO and N scale. We're going to start and show you guys those. We got a new release for Johnny Lightning 1/64th that we're going to run through. There's 3 new 1/18 scale diecast cars, new slot cars for you slot car guys. So 2 new slot car sets, a new Traccessories set for an expansion of your slot cars, and 2 full slot car releases as well. And then we're going to roll it all together and go through the model kits too. There's 7 model kits, new sci-fi stuff, and a lot of new automotive stuff, including a new tool that you guys have been waiting on. So we're going to jump right into it. We're going to start with the mini metals. So out of all these realm of products, the first ones we're starting with is mini metals. And for those of you who don't know, who watch our YouTube videos, we always break the categories of our product down into chapters below. So you can always skip to which one you want to watch or stay and watch the whole thing. We're going to start with mini metals. It's been a while since we've done mini metals products, so these are our model railroading vehicles. This first one, very exciting, the 1957 Chevy refrigerator box truck. This is using our Coca-Cola license. It is Sprite version for this truck. And if you do follow Classic Metalworks on our social media pages, you saw a sneak peek of this come out this week. We also have a Facebook page, and we just started an Instagram page for Classic Metalworks, so I will post that below for anybody who wants to check it out. There's that first version of that 57 Chevy refrigerated box truck in green with the Sprite graphics on it. The second is a Fanta version in this orange and white, almost like creamsicle coloring. Another refrigerated style box truck for that, and it looks great, especially does come with that little storage box as well. And third, for that 57 box truck, instead of the Coca-Cola license, we went with BF Goodrich for this. So this is a regular box truck, not the refrigerated one of that 57 Chevy, but a lot of cool BF Goodrich graphics on the side there. Even a fun smileage graphic on the back. Should look awesome in your layout next to any of your mechanic shops or wherever you want to set it up in there. Next up for HO scale, the 54 Ford tank truck, starting with the Union 76 in blue and orange. Great graphics on that, very period correct for the Union 76. And then second, we have the Conoco version in red and green. Again, vintage style graphics on that, period correct graphics. Also in HO scale mini metals, the 55 Chevy utility truck, the first in yellow as an air and heat. And version B as an electric company in orange. Next up in HO scale, our 74 Buick Estate station wagon. This has been a very popular casting since we brought it out. First one, we're doing something a little different. This is a Fire Chief version. So you've got the light on the top, Fire Chief badge on the side. And the second is the taxi in yellow. Again, has the taxi mount on the top of it, the taxi sign on the top, and the graphics on the doors. And then last in HO scale is our 41 to 46 Chevy pickup. First version here in red crown gasoline. It's a brown and black, black fenders, brown body with the decal on the door. Second, standard oil in blue. And third, in Airedale brown. This is more of a stock version. Brown and tan two-tone. So that's everything in the 187th HO scale. We also have new 1/160th N scale offerings. So starting with that refrigerated box truck, this one being a 54 Ford. There's that Sprite version here, of course coming in the 2-pack as we do all of our N scale releases. There's that smaller size Fanta version. And here is the BF Goodrich trucks. Second is the Buick Estate wagon here. Of course, the taxi yellow. And the Fire Chief version in that N scale as well. And lastly is the 54 Ford tank truck. Here, there's that Union 76 look there in N scale. And there's that Conoco red and green N scale 2-pack. So that's everything we've got for mini metals. Next, we're going to jump in and show you guys 1/64th diecast. So jumping into the 1/64th diecast, we've got one release of Johnny Lightning for you guys, the Johnny Lightning Muscle Cars release. 6 cars in this, 2 colors of each, and it is not only muscle cars, but muscle car and Corvette Nationals. So anyone who watches this video is very familiar with muscle car and Corvette Nationals, where we replicate cars from the show. A lot of the times we do them in 1/18. This is a great release, 6-car set in 1/64 scale. So starting out with the first car in the release is a 1971 Ford Torino Cobra. You can see the great blue color on it here, black, the black hood, of course based on the real car. And you have the owner's names here on the packaging as well. And you can see, even when we were at the show, took the photos of the vehicles and replicated them. So that version A is in blue. Version B in green with the laser striping on the side, black hood on that. And the version B is a color variation that we have picked out. So next up, second in the release, is the 1969 Dodge Charger Daytona. This one owned by the Brothers Collection. Got your first version here in Hemi Orange. Got the black wing on the back, and the version B here. You can see in black with the white Daytona striping on it. Third in the release, the 1967 Oldsmobile 442 W30, owned by David DeLong. See that first version there? And a picture of David's car on the packaging. So that one in blue. Next version here, for our version B, we went with a gunmetal color. And third in the release, for Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals, we've got the 1965 Pontiac GTO in black, owned by Frank Stewart. Got red line tires on it, white interior, chrome center caps. And the second version is in light blue. Red line tires on that one as well, and blue interior. Fifth in the release, the 1969 Chevy Corvette 427. First version in burgundy red. You can see all the trim details on there. Black interior on that one. Second version is in black, blue interior, red line tires. And then lastly, for the Muscle Car and Corvette Nationals release, a 1969 Chevy Camaro, first one a Copo Camaro RS in blue. Black vinyl top on that one. And there's a picture of the real car. Second version is in green, looks very dark. That's fashion green for that one, and black interior, or Fathom green for that one rather. So that's everything we've got for 1/64. Next we're going to jump in and show you guys 1/18. So jumping into the 1/18 scale, we've got 3 releases for you guys, starting with the classic, a 1950 Oldsmobile Rocket 88. Here it is in Chariot Red with a black painted top. It's got red and white two-tone interior, white wall tires, detailed high-compression V8 engine in this, of course with the opening hood so you can see it, opening doors, steerable front wheels, and detailed chassis. So a lot of cool stuff about this release for the Rocket 88. You can even see some of the story or some of the facts about that Rocket 88 on the back of the packaging as well. And moving on in 1/18 scale, we have this 1980 D150 Adventurer truck. So every time we bring this Dodge truck out, it does really well. This one has some pretty cool features. It's done up in that patriotic red, white, and blue livery. It has red interior to keep with that patriotic theme. This also features a newly tooled air cleaner on the engine and a newly tooled trailer hitch. So this one was designed to go with our patriotic 1/18 scale trailers, which we've done several of. Now you have a truck with a hitch to pull it. So as I mentioned, opening doors, hood, detailed engine, and there's a look at some of the information on the back, and you can see some of those various patriotic trailers that we offer up if you want to pair this up with them. So perfect companion piece for all those, which have been very popular. And then lastly, for 1/18 scale, continuing with our Barbie license, this is the Barbie 1986 Chevy Vet. So you guys might remember we did a 1/18 scale 57 Chevy convertible for Barbie previously based on an actual Barbie toy. This is the same thing. There was a Barbie toy of a silver vet, pink interior, Barbie striping on the side of it. It's got Barbie on the seats. So this is, if Barbie's car was fully realized as a 1/18 scale collectible. So a very fun release for that, and there is some information on the back. We've got a little bit of a story about Barbie, so a great piece to go with those other 57 Chevys. So that's everything we've got this month for 1/18 scale. Next we're going to show you guys slot cars. So jumping right into the Auto World HO slot cars, I told you guys we had a lot coming. There's releases. We're going to start with 2 releases for you guys, a Thunderjet release and an X-Traction release, and then a couple of track sets that we're going to go through. So starting off with Thunderjets, we've got the next release for our Cars and Coffee series. These are 6 cars in this release, 2 color variations of each, starting with the 1957 Chevy Bel Air. All these done up in style of cars that you might see at a local Cars and Coffee event. First one's black with a big blown engine sticking out of it, flames on the side. Really cool looking 57 for that one. Second is in teal blue. Of course, painted details on that, and also that big blown engine sticking out of the top. Next, the 1969 Dodge Charger RT Thunderjet. First here in yellow. Black striping on that, black hood, all that detailed window trim. And the second version is here in black with the white striping. Next up in Cars and Coffee, we've got the 1959 Chevy Impala. First version here is in this coral color. Blown engine sticking out of that one, white top, great two-tone look to it. Second is in a light tan. It's got a blown engine on that one as well. Fourth in the release for Thunderjets, the 1957 Studebaker Golden Hawk. South Bend native here. First version also in a kind of coral red color. That painted silver detailing on the side of it. And second, kind of more of a racy version in white with red striping. Red along the side there. Fifth in the release, the 1968 Pontiac Firebird. First version here is in silver. Has black striping along the top of it. Which looks really cool there, and even some red pinstriping along the side. Second version is in dark green with red line tires. And sixth in the release, lastly, the 1957 Chevy Suburban. First version here in white with flames on this one. Black top, really cool looking kind of hot rod style. And the second is our dusty kind of rat rod look or barn find look. So kind of a light blue color, but with a lot of weathering added to it. Really looks awesome, super realistic on that one. So that's everything for the Thunderjet Cars and Coffee releases. Next up we have a 3-car set. These are the Automotive Icons, some very iconic cars. This is an X-Traction release, starting with the 1969 Dodge Charger RT in orange. Has that push bar front end. Second in the release, the 1971 Plymouth Satellite in yellow. Black striping on that. And third in the release, the next release for our 1979 Jeep CJ5. Here it is in white and gold. So that's everything for the single release cars, but not everything for slot cars, because we also have a big new set for you guys, the Outback Overdrive set. So you might remember about a year or two ago, we did our Frozen Raceway set. We did Semi-Frozen, and it paid tribute to all the Arctic tundra or the Alaskan haulers that were going all through the Arctic. Now we're doing Outback Overdrive. So these are the guys going through the Australian outback, out in the middle of nowhere, pulling all their livestock. And we also have a fuel tanker, so the Peterbilt 359 semi-livestock trailer in green, and the GMC Astro 95 fuel tanker truck with the petrol transit on the side of it. Kangaroo graphics, and of course have that red dirt. Look like they've just been driving through the outback for weeks. Great artwork on the front of this. The track is molded in Outback Red. Features some scenic cardboard stand-ups, a squeeze track, controllers, power adapter, everything you come to expect in our set, and this is 14 feet of track included. You can also get a look here at the back. You can see a couple of the various layouts that you can build this as, and a little information about the Outback Overdrive and some of the inspiration behind this set. So should be a pretty popular one. Semi-Frozen was very popular. It's super fun theme for that. We have one more track for you guys as well. This one is a small, very simple set. This is a entry-level set that we're working on called Cross Tracks, 9 feet of high-impact racing fun. So this is a great starter set or first set for maybe a kid or a grandkid that you wanted to get into slot car racing. Has the cross section for the cars to crash into each other and add a lot of action into the set. This is a 4-gear, so they do stay on the track very well, especially for young kids who are starting out. It's got a 1970 Plymouth Cuda in blue with these 28 race graphics and a 1970 Ford Mustang. And again, great looking artwork on the front there. This is more of a going to be a cheaper entry-level track, so a great starting point. There's a look at a couple different layouts that you can do with that one. Now, if you do have a smaller track, or you're starting with a smaller track, and you do get to the point where you want to expand, we do have one offering for that as well. This is the last offering for our Monster Slot Cars Expand a Set Track Accessories Kit. So what's cool about this, we put a bunch of pieces together in this set so that you can add on to an existing racetrack. So you can see a couple different layouts here that you can build with all the different parts and pieces that are in this kit to do more curves, to do this cool little roundabout. Also, it includes an exclusive 55 Chevy Bel Air body. So it's a painted body that you can put on any of your extraction chassis, but just an exclusive painted body in green and a gasser style called the Moneymaker. A little fun extra to put into this Expand a Set. You can get a look here on the side as well at the contents list, so you can see all the parts and pieces included in this set. So you can lay it out in whichever way that you like. And just a little cross-sell on the back, showcasing some of our recent slot car racing sets that you could utilize this expansion for. So just a fun all-in-one kit to make your slot car sets a little more exciting. And that is everything we have for slot cars. Next, we're going to jump in and show you guys model kits. So for the model kits, as we mentioned, we have 7 kits to show you guys. We're jumping into those right now. We're going to start off with the all-new tooling here in our 1996 Chevy C3500 extended cab dually. So last month you saw the Chevy C1500 that we were doing. It's very similar to that kit. This is an easy build style. So it's like a curbside style build, but has a removable hood and a removable engine plate if you wanted to add engines to it. All new tooling for this. There's a lot. This was based on the AMT Promo, the original AMT Promo, but then completely retooled from the ground up. So when we were retooling it, we added a lot of extra features like clear headlamps, and of course the removable engine plate we were talking about. There's also some pretty cool features with this kit, like these decal sheets. There's a really fun decal sheet, so you can build this up as a ranch truck. You can build it up as Lazy Larry's takeaway service. And it's set up nicely if you wanted to customize it with other parts, you can. We have had a couple guys we've been sending these out to who have been building them up. They go together super easy, but they're set up if you want to add stuff or customize them more, you can. Of course, as we mentioned with the clear front lenses, you can see some of the other features in here. Easy assembly kits. And the look at the back, you can see that parts tree. There's also 2 wheel options for this kit. A chrome set of wheels and standard wheels. And so sticking with the trucks, we also have the 1982 Ford Bronco. So in preparation for our upcoming 2021 Bronco, we've been re-releasing some of the other Bronco tooling we had. We did the 70s Bronco a few months back, and this is the 82. So some of the cool features with this kit, it has a removable roof. We've gone through and expanded the decal, of course kept that custom look to the packaging, has off-road tires on it, and you can see some of the features here as well where you want to build it stock or custom. So you can see the detailed engine, chrome spoked wheels, those chrome off-road style bumpers on the back, and there's custom decals as well. And there's a look at that parts tree for that 82 Bronco. Next up, for trucks as well. The re-release of the MPC Golden Hawk Special Edition Jeep CJ. So some pretty cool stuff with this kit. It's got an optional soft top, so you can build it as you see it there with no top, or you can put the soft top on it. We have expanded the decal sheets to add more options to that. Has off-road style tires. Of course, the same look as that vintage style, with that vintage packaging as the older MPC Golden Hawk release. You can see on the box art a couple call-outs here. Model shown actual size here on the side of the box. And then you can see some of these other features and off-road accessories that come with the kit. That detailed engine included in the kit, and a look at that remastered decal sheet as well. And lastly, there's your parts tree. Next up, we're going to jump into the cars. So starting with the re-release of our AMT 51 Chevy Fleet line. This one you can build stock or custom, so there's a few different options for this as well. Comes with pad printed tires. You can do them with white walls. You can do them with Firestone wide ovals. Has chrome foil included as well, adhesive chrome foil, and an all-new decal sheet for this one. You can see there's a stock version here. That front box art was showing a little more of a custom-looking 51 Chevy. You can see on the side some of the features that better look at that custom bumper, baby moon wheels, the engine, and there's a look at the parts tree on the back of that one. And lastly, we have two more releases for some of the AMT authentic kits coming back. So the 67 Mercury Comet Cyclone GT. So a lot of these kits you can build them up stock. So this one has a lot of features in it where it's got a full engine that comes with the kit. You can see on the side here, along with the full engine, you've also got some redline tires, optional side windows, bucket seats, and then there are parts in there, so if you want to build it as a manual or automatic transmission, you can do that as well. Let's just look at the back there on the box, and there's that parts tree. And the last authentic kit, another 67, the Chevelle SS 396. So here we've got the red line tires with this one as well. Again, the vintage style authentics packaging. We've got the decal sheet, expanded decal sheet with this. You can get a look here at some of those features also. Got those chrome rockers, the chrome hood trim, and optional hinges that come with the kit, and there's a look at that parts tree on the back. And then lastly, for the models, we got one more Star Wars kit for you guys, re-release of the MPC Return of the Jedi TIE Interceptor. So what's really cool about this re-release, we've actually gone through, this is better than the original TIE Interceptor, where as we were going through it, for the cockpit ball in the center, we actually used the one from our TIE Fighter kit, which has better detailing, and then included the TIE Interceptor wings. So we also have a better box size that goes in with our TIE Fighter, looks nice next to it, and all new box art done by Jamie Hood. That all new painting, it is super, super cool looking. That box art is great. You can see some of the features on the side here. This is a very easy build to put together, so for somebody looking to do their first glue kit, this one goes together pretty easily and should be a quick build. You can see the TIE Fighter pilot that's included in here, and the display stand, as a lot of our ships come with. And just another look here. You can see the model built out about 6 inches long. And on the back, only 28 parts for this one. So like I said, a very easy kit to put together or build up for a first-time glue kit. So that is everything that we've got for this month of May. A lot of cool stuff. So thank you guys for watching these videos. Make sure to go on our Instagram pages. As I mentioned, we added one for Classic Metalworks. I always put the links to those down below. Same with our Facebook pages. For some of these build-ups, check out HPI Guy here on YouTube to build up some of these kits and see them in depth. Thank you again for watching these. We'll see you next month.